everybody, it's your girl Dazzle That Tarot, and I'm back for another tarot reading. So please like, comment, and subscribe to my YouTube channel and hit that notification bell so you can be notified when I upload and when I go live. And if you would like to book a private reading, all you have to do is go into my description box. Everything is down there. Okay, so everything I say here is all alleged and for entertainment purposes only until modern science will admit and come up with a mathematical equation that the metaphysical science is a valid form of science. Okay, so anyway, let's get into it. We're going to talk about Keith Lee and him being a food critic and critiquing Old Lady Gang, which is Kandi Burruss from Real Housewives of Atlanta's restaurant, and basically her aunts and her, her mom or whatever case may be is like the face of Old Lady Gang. So basically, we're going to talk about Old Lady Gang first, right? So before I talk about what he critiqued, I am going to say I did listen to like Funky Danivas, who is a YouTuber and, personality. I listened to his opinion of the whole thing and his experience living in Atlanta and going out on the, restaurant scene and the bar and the lounge scene. So I kind of get what the scene looks like. It's very different in Atlanta when it comes to that, right? So you got that going on. With Old Lady Gang, they have a lot of, people that want to go there because of who Kandi Burruss is. Her, her family and stuff like that is popular. And I guess the food is good as well, right? So they do carry out during the week, but they don't do carry out during the weekends because it gets so crowded, especially during the tourist days and stuff like that, that it will be too much for their kitchen, right? And also, when it comes to seating, look, I've never had to wait in D.C. or Maryland or Virginia. I've never had to wait an hour and a half to be seated for some food. That is an Atlanta thing, because I would not. Okay, I just would not ever wait that long. So it's just not her restaurant that does that, right? So pretty much, I can understand that the wait time, okay? But being as though, I can understand when someone has a problem with that, because I would. But being as though this is how Atlanta is with their restaurants and stuff, there should not be a surprise. And they should not be the only one singled out for it as well. So I get that part, and I get that, people want you to be able to do takeout service 24/7. I mean, the whole 7 days a week, and to be honest, I think that they are making money. And so I think that it shouldn't be that bad to hire more, extend the restaurant, and, to actually have a kitchen that solely do takeout. So you can have two separate kitchens. So maybe that's just me. Oh, you can have like a food truck for like Funky Daniva said, for the takeout area. You can add on to something or whatever you're going to do. But you can do like a food truck for takeout, whatever. Funky Daniva does have a good idea with that. So when you get to Keith Lee says that he wants to be treated like everybody else. However, that does not work like that when you have a large platform and you are a famous food critic. I'm sorry. No one is going to treat you like everybody else in a restaurant. They know who you are. They know what you're coming to do. They know that you can make or break their business. So therefore, they're not going to treat you like everybody else. You will have preferential treatments, okay? So people just need to stop thinking that he's going to get treated like everybody else, because they're not. Okay, so, but he knew that as well. That's why he didn't go in initially, right? So he tells his family to go in for takeout. They said they're not doing takeout. So his family come back and tell him that. He like, okay, we're going to go in, get the food, boom, boom, bow, leave, right? So then they asked about the wait time. He's still in the car. They said like an hour and so. Come back, and the family told him that it was going to be an hour or so. So now he feels some type of way. So now he gets out the car and goes over there. See, I feel like, and maybe I'm wrong because I'm going to do a little mini reading on it. I feel like you already knew what you were doing, right? So, I mean, because to me, I'm not really that invested. Because he did say that they called him. Maybe they was calling him, asking him to come and review the restaurant, whatever. But I'm not that pressed to be a certain way, right? So, because I'm like, I just wouldn't review it if it's one of those big, it sounded like it was busy. You know what I'm saying? It sounds like it's a busy, fully packed restaurant. So I wouldn't be so mad at a wait time, especially in Atlanta, where all of them have these wait times, right? So I feel like, from what I know, ooh, that's a big truck. From what I know. So when he got in there, you know, he asked about the wait time. Now they just told his family an hour and some change, but then they told him 5 minutes or whatever. So now he's upset because he's getting preferential treatment. But I'm like, they know who you are. They think you're a celebrity food critic. They are going to treat a celebrity different. They are going to treat a high-ranking food critic different. Now, if you don't want to be those things, then maybe you shouldn't have a large platform. Come on now. Do you think that Gordon Ramsay don't pull out all the stops when it comes to really, really, really high up there food critics? When it comes to his restaurant, if he know a top food critic is going to be at his restaurant, he's going to make sure they get top shelf service. And it's just what it is. So a lot of people were like, oh, a lot of people was hung up on, you know, it's the difference. It's y'all trying to do like preferential treatment, and y'all trying to make it seem like this and the third, like it's classism or whatever y'all want to say. But also, then he goes, don't judge the restaurant. Well, how can you not judge the restaurant and you're telling everybody this is what happened to you at the restaurant? Your viewers are going to judge the restaurant. Don't, you know, take whatever he say and use it to make it seem like the restaurant is messed up. Of course they're going to say it's messed up. Now people get to say, well, the wait time too long, and if you ain't the right class, you're not going to get seated in a speedy manner. So that's exactly what's going to happen. That's exactly what's going to happen. They're going to make it seem like that restaurant is messed up, and you know it. But let me see. Is Keith? I want to know, because a lot of people feel like he is harsh when it comes to black restaurants, and a lot of people who critique people, a lot of people don't understand, like food critics and stuff. A lot of people who are just getting in the, I understand a lot of black people want to be food critics now. You know, it's a cute little venture. But I kind of feel like a lot of them, they critique, but it's the energy they put behind critiquing it, if that makes sense. So I want to know why, like, what's that energy? That's what I want to know, Spirit. 1, 2, 3. Okay, because the problem is they haven't perfected their craft, okay? So Keith Lee has not perfected his craft, all right? So the Eight of Pentacles is working on it though. So I was right when I felt like he needs more experience being a critic, because some of the things that he's complaining about is like, if you knew the area, you knew that it was going to be like that. And if you know restaurants, when it comes to important people coming to their restaurant, you, i.e. an important person, they're going to give you preferential treatment. If you don't want that, then you should not act like you are important. You should not even have a channel. You know what I'm saying? I mean, you know what I'm saying? You shouldn't have a platform if you don't want nobody to treat you like you're important. You know, matter of fact, wear a mask. Start a new platform and wear a mask the whole time, and no one to know who you are. You know what I'm saying? But it's ways to go about doing stuff, so they're still learning to me. I mean, and that's not me saying anything bad, right? They're still learning. Also, the strength card is in the reverse. Now, the strength card for me, though, the thing that I'm also getting with this is that, you know, there's a woman usually holding a lion, right? And strength is saying that I know I can be this way, but I don't have to be this way, right? I can control me, right? But in the reverse, I feel like some of these new critics, my beautiful skin folk critics, they don't know how to temper what they're saying, right? And even if they try to use God, and I'm so tired of people always trying to use God, the universe, Jesus, to say what they need to say. You don't have to do none of that, right? But the way that they're doing stuff and what they're pointing out and what they're nitpicking, I feel like there's a way. It's just a different way they can do certain stuff, and it's a different outlook on what they're doing. You know what I'm saying? And then I also feel like with us colored folks, you know what I'm saying? I feel like a lot of times we don't get to really show how we feel. So when it's time for us to show how we feel, we got a lot to say, and we are critiquing very harshly because we never got to say what we want to say. Like, you see what I'm saying? Like, in that type of way. But I do feel like, you know, and this is the Seven of Pentacles. This is like pretty much reaping the harvest, right? But this is somebody digging through the dirt and getting those potatoes up, right? Even though that they're coins, right? Because they have sown, and now you have to dig up the vegetable, right? You have to get the vegetable out the earth, right? So here's my thought. Do I think that they're absolutely bad? No. But what I do think is that, you know, I think over time, with time, Keith Lee and people like Keith Lee, that's my skin color, that's just coming up, that's seeing something that they will be interested in, that want to do stuff like this, I feel like in time they will get better, because Eight of Pentacles talks about working towards a hobby and it pays off, but you're going to end up perfecting it. But however, and there's money in it, but however, it's how you, because I'm going to use the strength card like the temperance for me, right? But temperance is pouring in one into another and healing, right? But strength is pretty much, for me, self-awareness too, in a way. So, and being confident and having the courage, right? So I feel like, I feel like they'll be more confident and more self-aware about how they do certain stuff, because it does come off certain ways when certain stuff is said, right? So I don't know. And then a lot of times we critique hard. Like, I cannot forget when that girl went to the Pink Taco on M Street, by Navy Yard in DC. They went to Pink Taco and said so much bad shit about their food. And the way they said it, because they called themselves food critics, the way they said it, it was uncouth, ghetto, and not needed. So I don't understand. So pretty much that's what I'm saying, y'all. Well, the only thing I'm saying is we have to grow a little bit. So with Lakeith, I think he's going to grow and he's going to get a little better at what he does too. And don't get me wrong, critiquers should be critiqued as well. So, and that's not bad, because I think that, like I said, I think Lakeith is going to be okay. But it's just the fact that he's still learning. 1, 2, 3. He's still learning. The 8 of Pentacles again. He's still learning. Okay, so that's what I got for Lakeith to know. Alright? Y'all everybody want to critique everybody, okay? Everybody wants to critique everybody. So, anyway, I love y'all for real. Peace.